Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Whoa, whoa, no, 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 no. Do. No, no, no. Not the right title on YouTube. Hang on. Hey, what's up, Scott and Ian? Hey, did I change the title on YouTube? Do you see that correct if you refresh the live feed? I started the stream before I changed that on YouTube. My bad. I'm not auctioning a proto hypercane like it said on YouTube. Just a hangout, but I do want to talk pipelines and Matt Bell Pro Series steadies with the VPI2 stamp. Refreshed, it's good. Okay. Friday afternoon hangout. Good. Okay. I am just sharing this link out a couple places. Message retracted. Such official. Redacted. What's the difference between redacted and retracted? Is retracted where you take it away? Hey, thanks. What is your... I can't remember your first name. I'll call you Tex. Somebody, if somebody's watching on Facebook, by the way, give me a comment over there so I make sure I'm seeing those. Appreciate that, Mr. Tex. What was that? Oh yeah, the difference. Okay, so redacted and retracted. I'm guessing that retracted is when you take it away. Redacted is if I would like delete your message. TGIF. Thank God it's Frolf. Let's wrench those people. Yeah, it's all in the pronunciation, isn't it, Caesar? I'm here to watch you live. Or I'm here to watch you live. That's a potentially super problematic word. You can go live if you want. You can go live if you want. I don't care whether you go live. I'll have to think through the ins and outs of that one. Okay, so check this out. I've got... Yes, Bobby. If you were part of the debacle that happened last night on my live stream, this is the new DG... Not the new. This is new to me. A new DGA Mach X. Absolutely beautiful. Best basket in existence. But I assembled it live on my channel last night and put it together upside down, which was all of the funny, for everybody but me. Okay, here we go. Text says, redacted is when information is released, but without certain bits to protect people or trade information. And then it's taken away. Somebody go comment in DGA all day. I'm concerned that I'm not seeing those. I guess I could just go. I can go and look it up on the front end as well, which I will do that. Yeah, bummer. See, people are commenting and I just can't. That is so weird. The Facebook live stream, like behind the scenes on the Facebook live stream, is very hit or miss on whether it's going to work any certain day. But I've got it pulled up now. This should work. I should be able to see him now. Hi, Chaser. Hi, Kent on Facebook. How's it going? Do, 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 do. Okay, what if I put this over here? And okay, so I've got a couple things to talk about. We're not going to do an auction today or anything, but I wanted to get on here and say hi. Happy weekend. Chaser on Facebook. Is the Mach 4 going to be approved for NTs and DGPTs? We don't talk about the Mach 4, Chaser. My definition of redacted wasn't quite complete on YouTube. Michael, are you Tex? I'm putting together the dots. Hey, Bobby. Anyway, yes, to answer your question earlier, Bobby, that is now the correct, the right side up DGA Mach X. And check this out. Catches like a dream. What's interesting is there's so many chains. There's 40 strands of chain. You would think it would be louder, but it's actually not. I was noticing that. It was late last night and I was putting on it. And the way all the chains catch, you get a lot of plastic on chain sounds, but not a lot of chain on metal sounds. So that's an aside. For what it's worth, the Mach X might be one of the best, it might be one of the best indoor practice putting baskets. It's obviously one of the best in general, but when you get a basket with less chains, you've got the disc and the chain swinging through to the pole, and so you get that tink off the pole, which makes it pretty loud. But the Mach X has got a lot of stuff in the way, and the way the inner chains work to deflect the disc down and not run straight into the pole in the middle. It actually keeps it from hitting the pole even more. So you want to make somebody, you want somebody to be be their favorite person. No, you want to be somebody's favorite person forever. DGA Mach X. Hi, Chris. Chaser says, hot take, Mach 7 is better than Mach X. Yeah, you got it, Scott. Technical description. Chaser, listen. I've putted on the Mach 7 for over a year. I would never use those terms that the Mach 7 is better than the Mach X, but I will say, if you're trying to talk about what's the best basket in disc golf, I don't know. I think you flip a coin, because the Mach 7 is the best catching 28 strand basket that I've ever putted on. I don't even understand it, frankly, because you can examine all of the the actual technical description of the Mach X, and you talk about recoil, reflex and recoil, chain, the X pattern, the soft hanging outer chains, the M links. You start to talk about all the reasons that it catches incredibly well. And it's like, well, yeah, that makes sense. It's the top tier basket technology. The Mach 7, when you look at it, with the exception of the inset band, it looks pretty simple. I mean, it looks like a quote unquote standard basket, again, without the cool inset band, but it doesn't putt like that, or it doesn't catch putts like a standard basket. It's a miraculously good catches. I can't tell you how many high and outside putts that out of your hand, especially for a spin putter, 2 milliseconds out of my hand, I'm like, well, crap, that one's gone. That one's going to splash out left or right. And we all know that feeling. Your brain kind of registers some instant feedback with how this is probably going to go. And I can't tell you how many times putting on the Mach 7 that my brain registers, oh, that's too high, that's outside, that's weak side, and snag, fall in off the thing. And that happens enough times in a row, and you start to fall in love with a piece of metal in your backyard. Probably shouldn't get any more into it than that, honestly. Could get awkward. David on Facebook, Titanic's always hit the pole in all caps. Settle down, David. Settle down. Appreciate your enthusiasm. What did I miss on YouTube? Still recovering from knee replacement. Chris. Hey, listen, just get a Mach X and putt in your basement until your knee's healed up. Chaser, when I'm trying to decide between the Mach X and Mach 7, Chaser says, going with the parent answer. You love them equally, but differently. Nah, that's not true. I know which one of my kids is my favorite, and I'm pretty sure they've got a good idea too. Mach 7 would be... Oh, I won't read that out loud text, but... We upgraded from 3s and 5s to 7s. Ah, lucky. That's fantastic, Chaser. Good job. Yes. No, it's not. It's just I haven't installed it yet. There you go. Fixed. Now it's a Mach X. I had to do a lot of work to correct some mistakes that were made on the stream last night. So I haven't quite made it to the focal sticker step. But we just don't even need to talk about that. Let's move on. Bobby seems to think I'm sadistic for suggesting Chris gets a Mach X, because how is he going to be walking up and down the stairs to his basement? Well, they make those things. Have you ever watched the Pixar movie Up? Just saying, there's technology. Hey, Reed, perfect transition. Yes, you should be, Scott. Reed, perfect transition. Just started throwing the DGA pipeline. Disc goes super far for an 8-speed. Well, let's transition over to talking about the 2020 Matt Bell Tour Series pipeline. No, this disc is not up for auction. You can't have it. Don't ask. But we have a pretty cool situation happening on our website right now. And let me drop a link in the chats here. But we've got a limited number of what we're calling misfires, which are the misprints of the 2020 Tour Series pipelines. And these are barely misprints, guys. I mean, you're talking like a little tiny blemish, or maybe the stamp is just off center by like a hair. Get your micrometer out and try and figure out why it's a misfire. But it results in a much better deal for you. So it's the same great flying disc. But the pipeline this year was super fun. I got to throw this one down at IDGC for the first time. And the pipelines where they always have a ton of glide, I feel like this one just has even a little bit extra. Yes, Eric, I fixed the basket. And I just installed the focal point sticker. It only took me about 7 seconds. Matt Patterson on YouTube says, arguably the best run of pipelines so far. So if you want to get into a DGA pipeline and want to save a few dollars so that you can put them towards your Mach X purchase, then go to the link that I dropped in the chats right now and get some for a few dollars off for some minor blemishes. Who has not thrown a pipeline? Is there anybody in the chat that has never thrown the pipeline from DGA? I've got questions. My main question is, how dare you? How does this plastic differ from the regular Pro line, and does the flight change. I don't think there's a one-to-one between how this plastic might affect the flight, Ian, but in terms of hand feel, it's just a little bit more tacky than the standard Pro line. These aren't as flexy as like the 2019 Tour Series. Yeah, they're a little stiffer, like what Matt's saying. Has a more metallic look and is slightly stiffer. Hey, Doth, how's it going? Welcome. Blake says, I haven't thrown one today. I like that attitude. Eric on Facebook says, nice. We still haven't done all the stickers on our polls, and they've been in for a while. LOL. Maybe we should reach out for some new ones. Sure. Reach out for some new ones and then put the old ones on your wall or on your cars. That's what you need. Just use those focal stickers for bumper stickers. Turn some heads. Yeah. Guys, you've probably been on a DGA live stream before. You've heard me talk about it before. Oh, I should. Sorry, guys. I meant to do this. Hello. I'm back. I knew you wanted to see me. You didn't want it to just be on that super sexy disc. You wanted to see me talk too, right? Right, guys? Guys? Anyway, you've heard me talk about it before. You'll hear me talk about it again. But the Pipeline is the disc. The Pipeline is the best disc in disc golf. Let me say that again. The Pipeline is the best disc in disc golf, period. Because when you take in all of the different categories, all the different factors for what makes a disc good, the Pipeline is going to be at the higher across the board than any disc in the world. Is that just my opinion? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Maybe we've got a machine and have tested it against every other disc that has ever been made ever. You don't know. We could have. Maybe it's just because I really enjoy it. I do really enjoy it, but also, time and time again, if somebody hasn't thrown DGA, get them a Pipeline. You will get a call or a text or them knocking on your door 2 weeks later and a hug or a kissy emoji or something and them saying that, where has this been all my life? Okay, Caesar's got a different take. Best disc is most def the Steady. Listen, I'll say the same thing about the Steady in a minute when I talk about the 2020 Pro Series Steadies with the VPI2 stamp. But for now, oh man. Okay, Hawk, what's up? Why am I dressed like a mime? This is my Trevor Harbolt shirt. This is in support of our boy. Trevor and Noah are playing their first ever events as DGA players with DGA Plastic this weekend. So there's a little bit of a spirit shirt. Tyler Pipeline Brickley. That's fair, honestly. That's fair. Although the bonsai, no, we're not even going to get into it. Here's why the Pipeline's the best disc in the world. Let me break it down. Because if you're an average disc golfer, and most people are, the Pipeline is the best fairway driver that you could have, and it's probably the fastest disc, the farthest flying disc that you will have, by the way, plot twist. If you're a straight up beginner, it is a fantastic max distance disc for you. If you are a seasoned veteran and have pro level player, you can still use this disc. This is not, that's why it's great, because it fits into every category. It's not just a beginner disc. It's a fantastic intermediate to advanced disc, but it's not just for that. It's also a top level pro disc. So no matter where you're at in your disc golf journey, everyone could use a pipeline. Let's talk about middle of the road power. It is a flip to flat and drift. Or if you release it with a little more hyzer, it's a flip up and just dead straight for 17 minutes, which is the top unrecorded hang time for the longest flying pipeline shot in existence. We clocked it. 17 minutes. It flew. How far can a disc fly in 17 minutes? It flew that far. Whoa, did that just freeze? That is the perfect place for it to get frozen at. That's funny, though. Tyler Pipeline, Brickley. Pipeline is my go-to moneymaker. Need a tour series. Ian says, I throw a bonsai. It flies super straight. My go-to fairway, but thinking of getting a pipeline or two for those understable shots. Yes. Easy to throw and dependable. Yes. Eric on Facebook says, I bag 3 pipelines, but yet it's not something I always go for. Nice. If I have room, I grab a bonsai, but if I need a slight turn or only straight, it's a pipeline. Okay, Eric, I'm glad you followed that up with your next comment, because I was going to say the bonsai is the one for people like us that you just throw. I mean, you lean into. The pipeline is, I would describe the pipeline the exact same as the Rift. Those discs are not discs that you want to throw. Okay? Stop thinking about throwing a pipeline. You need to start the pipeline because it flies itself. You throw other discs, but the pipeline and the Rift, they have so much glide. The problem, I think one of the main reasons not everybody bags a pipeline is because they just lay into it and it flips and it glides out to the right and they're like, I can't control that. Power down, go to 60 to 80%, release it on a little bit of a hyzer, and just kind of set it out there in front of the tee box and watch it go 350 feet dead straight. And your accuracy goes through the roof because you're not throwing it as hard as you can. Anyhow, if you're just joining us, the Matt Bell Tour Series Pipeline, the 2020 Matt Bell Tour Series Pipeline, we've got a limited number of them on discgolf.com that are slight misprints. We're calling them the Matt Bell misfires. So they're going to have a tiny blemish in the stamp, or maybe the stamp is just like a couple millimeters offset. But go check those out. There's a little bit of a discount on those. And the only other thing that I had for you guys, which I need to fix that camera here. Let me switch back to this. See if I can get that camera going again. That thing just that second camera angle just started its weekend. It's like, nope, I'm done. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be filming this rotating disc anymore. I'm just gonna stop now. Oh wow, it's done. She gone. But there's more than one way to flip a pancake. Kent says SP Pipeline much more stable than Proline. And if you can get some of those rare second run pipelines, SP pipelines, does make a difference on the hyzer flip shots. You need both. I mean, I'm not saying you need to get a pipeline and then don't get a bonsai. I mean, you definitely need both. Okay, where are we at? Okay, let's restart this. Yeah, Bobby, I actually did do some damage to that the little turntable that's spinning the disc. I had to get a new cord because when I knocked it over during the stream last night, it broke the end off the micro USB cord I was using. Go figure. Okay. Please hold. Add in video source. USB 3 video capture 1080 30 frames per second. Great. Check. There we go. Okay, we got it back. Now I just need to add it back into this shot. Okay. It's back. Okay, where's the single shot? There it is. Okay, I think this would be a good opportunity to now... I'm going to switch over and talk about the other thing that I wanted to... Sorry, what did I miss? Howdy, Joe from Iowa. Nice. It was Mach 7. A redaction. Oh, you're just... We're back to the redaction thing. All right. What did I miss? Bonsai, an amazing forehand control disc. Michael? Michael, get out of here with that. Come on, man. A redaction is the document to someone. They censure you. Those are rare. Hey, Ian, don't encourage him. You guys, you would. You would come into my birthday party and then talk about somebody else's birthday party. Ben on Facebook, what's up? Okay, I'm going to put this on the turntable now. We're going to chat about the Matt Bell 2020 Pro Series Steadies, BRB. Hey. Yeah, I was going to say, seriously, Ian, Michael, cut that out. I'm going to block you. The camera needs to move over just a bit. Needs to move to the left. Oh, you were talking to Bobby. Nice. Okay. All right. So what we've got here is the 2020. Oh, hang on. Let me change the text. The 2020 Matt Bell Pro Series Steady. That's too big. Let's use his initials. Make that a little smaller. Mm-hmm. Nailed it. We still have a handful of these left on discgolf.com. So we did a limited run of these when Matt Bell won the virtual putting invitational 2 on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. And these are his 2020 Pro Series Steady. You can see bottom stamped with his Pro Series Steady logo. And then we did a commemorative VPI2 champ stamp on a few of these. And then I switched from Steady BLs to using these full time, and I'm pretty sure have not missed a putt since. We'd have to go back and check the footage, but I might be wrong, but I don't think I have. Hawk, that's basically what we've got. Does anyone else use the Matt Bell Steadies for putting and the Steady BLs as an approach disc? Interesting. I was at first last year, Tex, I was using the Steady, just a regular D-line Steady as my putting putter. And then just due to hand feel off the tee, I was using the Steady BL as my driving putter. And then I asked myself, I wonder if there would be any difference between me putting with the BL or the Steady. And so I did a couple rounds of Perfect Putt 360 and was getting the same scores. Hawk, get your comment ready. So I switched to all Steady BLs for about a year. But then just at the beginning of this year, I'm like, man, it'd be cool to be able to support Matt Bell. And I wonder if the same's going to be true going back the other way. I wonder if there would be any difference in my game and my score if I switch back to the Pro Series Steady from the Steady BL. And honestly, this time, though, it didn't feel like a wash. This time, I feel like I'm putting better, making more 25-footers, and then a handful of like circle 2 putts that I feel like I wouldn't normally make. Yes, I have played a few times since I switched. And the first time out with the VPI2 putters was like, wow, that was crazy. Because I think I made 3 circle 2 putts that day. I was like, oh, Matt Bell isn't really even a good putter. He's just using whatever magic is imbued into this line of putters to make all these 65 footers. I want to make that skit. Put a Steady BL in Matt's hand. He can't make anything outside 15 feet. And then these. Obviously, we all know that's true. Matt Bell's a mad scientist at any distance, probably with any putter. Hunter, how's it going? I used to use Stone Steady as a putting putter and BLs as approach, but now I use mainly Stone BLs as an all-around putter. Oh, nice. You found kind of the middleman. Stone BLs are straight money. Bobby says these new MB Steadies are just as reliable as the other Matt Bell Steadies. Yeah, these are more similar from what I've heard to the 2018 Pro Series Steadies. I think in 2019, they came out a little more soft than what Matt Bell was hoping for. And then we corrected that for 2020. And according to Matt, nailed it. Like the 2020, this putter right here is exactly what he was hoping for in terms of his idea of what a perfect putter should be. And he's definitely putting well with them because, I mean, again, look at the stamp. The man took down the virtual putting invitational in style. Yes, text for sure. Anyway, we've still got a few of these on the site. Go get 1 or 2 or 5. Or if you're like me and like to have 10, so you can do things like Perfect Putt 360 or get percentages. If you're a backyard putter, then get 10 of them. The money from the a portion of the proceeds from the sale of these discs goes directly to Matt to help his tour. So keep that in mind too. If you're on the fence about it, like, man, yeah, the D-line's steady in this. I'm a steady BL guy. I don't know. Just take my word for it. You're going to make every single putt from now on slightly guaranteed. And also, you're directly supporting Matt's tour for this year. So I know he would appreciate that as well. Ben says, let me just win putting worlds so we can get Pro Series BLs. That would do it. Like, let's go. Oh, man. All right. Well, what are you guys doing this weekend? Anybody competing? Like I said earlier, our boy Trevor Harbolt and Noah Meitzma are competing in their first events as DGA team players. So good luck, guys. Matt Bell Misprints, a.k.a. Matt Bell Misfires from the 2020 Tour Series pipelines are on our site. Oh, let me drop a link to the steadies. Okay. Bobby. Trevor is playing in. Gosh, what was it? I just made a graphic for this to post on social. You would really think I could keep it straight. All right, Trevor's playing in The Blast, and Noah is playing, hopefully, in the Let's Get Back to Golf presented by Luke Humphreys. But I was talking to Noah earlier. He seems to think there's a decent chance that it might get canceled, sadly, because the weather down there, I think that's in Arkansas, is pretty atrocious right now. Ben says he's going to cool off this weekend. Sounds like what a lot of people are doing, whether they want to or not. I know personally it is in the teens for us all weekend. I'm going to drop a link again to the Matt Bell Misfires in the chat. In the teens, and I will be helping a friend move tomorrow, so he had the audacity to make a big life decision on a cold weekend. What are you going to do? Going to be 10 and sleeting in Nashville. Has anyone ever played, is that Pinchot State Park? Pinchot State Park? Quakers Challenge. Oh, nice. Dustin said, I got 2 of those VPI steadies to go with my Matt Bell collection I got going on. Nice. Way to go. Joe on Facebook says, who's going to be at the DDO this year? I plan to, and actually a handful, I think most. I know there's going to be a lot of Team DGA members at DDO as well. Two weeks, Matt Bell design course at Stroud, Oklahoma, B tier. Nice. I really want to get to that course. I had plans to last year, but, last year and plans weren't really good friends. Ben Leanna will be at the DDO. Whoever plays this weekend will be playing in their own ice bowls. Unofficial impromptu ice bowls. Joe says we should organize a DGA fan meetup then. Hey, I'm all about it. I am all about it. I need to, over the next couple weeks, finalize a plan for what our media needs and schedule are going to be for filming with the team. But I'm guessing that I'll be up there at least a couple times and could probably meet up with some folks. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to shut this down. Guys, thank you for being part of the Friday afternoon hangout. And I know that some of you are cold, but if you do get out, go buy a Matt Bell Tour Series Pipeline. It's the best disc in disc golf. Or a Matt Bell 2020 Pro Series Steady with the VPI2 commemorative stamp, and then memorize all that so you can say it every single time somebody asks you. Oh man, you know what I'm just noticing? I hate how the wires are holding up that disc. Look at this. Look at this. That one's inside the rim, and then the other one's outside. How many of you OCD people in the chat have noticed that and have been twitching for the last 20 minutes? For that and no other reason, I think we need to get that off the screen. What do I have to do to get a signed Ben Liana disc? He got me into a more DGA bag. Me. Scott noticed. Yeah, that's rough. As I was saying, it's going to be cold, but if you do get out to play with your pipelines and your Pro Series Steadies, take some pictures. Tag DGA Disc Golf on all social platforms but Parler. Actually, I don't think we're on Blogspot. Is that even a social platform? We are on TikTok. Anybody out there on TikTok, look us up there. I got into Clubhouse the other day. Don't know why I'm telling you all this. Just saying, at DGA Disc Golf on basically anything. And share your pictures and your videos with us. Love to see you guys out there throwing DGA stuff, taking scenic pictures of DGA baskets. It does a heart good, and it does a wallet even better. I don't know if you guys know, but every single time you tag DGA Disc Golf, I get a $500 bonus. So you can help a guy out. I need another couple cars. Hunter asking the real questions. When will the tsunamis be back in production? It's a good question. There's a lot of them out there. We got the Midnight Flyer 5s. That's right, Caesar. We've got a Discord too. we've got everything. We're kind of in Slack. Go to throwstuffatstuff.com. You'll find the Slack for a disc golf podcast, but if you join their Slack group, we've got a sub channel with over 100 members in it just talking about DGA stuff. We're all over the place. All right, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go try and put on the focal sticker on this upside down Mach X basket. And then try and get warmed up enough to help my buddy move in 9-degree weather tomorrow morning. Hope you all have a great weekend. We'll be back next week with some more fun stuff. Until then, most fun wins. Throw DGA at DGA.com. Hold on. You thought I was going to end it. We need to know if that's is that even a thing? Oh, yeah. We're buying that. It doesn't look great, but I mean, it's very inexpensive. That is a pretty specific URL. Okay. Bye. Peace.